Let's talk frankly. There's a sign millions of men ignore, blaming it on stress or age. But what if problems in the bedroom are your body's first and clearest warning of a much deeper issue? This isn't about shame, it's about science. And understanding this science could save you from a future heart attack. This is one of the most important conversations we will have because this single sign is a secret window into the health of your entire body. We need to stop seeing this as a personal failure and start seeing it for what it is, a data point, a critical signal from your body. The question is, what is it signaling? In a surprising number of cases, it's pointing directly to your metabolic health, specifically how your body manages blood sugar. You see, you don't need the textbook diabetes symptoms to have a blood sugar problem. The earliest signs are whispers, not a roar. And this particular sign may be the most overlooked whisper of all. If you want more science-backed strategies to decode your body's signals and stay in motion for life, take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications. We deliver actionable health intelligence, not hype. Now, how does this one issue connect to your whole body? Peak male performance requires two things: clear nerve signals and healthy blood vessels. Think of it as perfect wiring and perfect plumbing. But chronically high blood sugar acts like a saboteur, quietly attacking both systems at once. Let's start with the plumbing. Imagine the lining of your blood vessels is perfectly smooth, like a new water slide, allowing blood to flow without friction. High blood sugar acts like sandpaper on that smooth lining. It creates inflammation and stiffness, turning the slick surface rough and sticky. This damage, called endothelial dysfunction, makes it harder for the vessel to relax and expand. This is the very first domino to fall in heart disease. But where does this damage appear first? It appears in the smallest, most sensitive blood vessels in your body. Now for the wiring. Your nervous system is the body's electrical grid. The nerves responsible for this malfunction are delicate, like fine-gauge copper wires. High blood sugar is toxic to these nerves. It damages their protective coating and interferes with the signal's speed and clarity. It's like trying to send an email with a frayed cable. The message gets garbled. This nerve damage is known as neuropathy. While most men think of neuropathy as numbness in the feet, it can affect these critical internal nerves first. So you have two separate attacks happening simultaneously: the sandpaper on the plumbing and the interference in the wiring. Both are driven by the same root cause. So why does this one specific issue show up years, even a decade, before other symptoms? It's a simple matter of size. The arteries supplying your heart and brain are 2 to 3 times wider than the arteries involved here. Physics dictates that damage will always show up in the smallest, narrowest pipes first. This is what makes this symptom the canary in the coal mine for your cardiovascular health. Long before chest pain or a failed stress test, your body gives you this clear signal that your blood vessels are in trouble. Men who experience this have a markedly higher risk of heart disease or stroke within the next decade. Knowing this transforms frustration into a powerful tool. So how do you use this tool? How do you connect the dots for yourself? Start by honestly assessing the situation. Is this a new or worsening issue? Do you also have other risk factors, like a family history of diabetes, extra weight around your middle, or a sedentary lifestyle? This isn't about judgment, it's about observation. It's about collecting data to take effective action. Another clue is how you feel after a carbohydrate-heavy meal. If you feel tired or foggy after eating pasta or a big sandwich, it can be a sign your body is struggling to manage that influx of sugar. You are simply gathering clues for the most important step. That step is a conversation with your doctor. For many men, this is the hardest part. The key is to go in with a plan. You are not a passive patient. You are the CEO of your own health. You can walk in and say this: "Doctor, I've been experiencing some erectile dysfunction, and I understand it can be an early indicator of cardiovascular issues or diabetes. I'd like to get a full workup to investigate the root cause. Can we check my hemoglobin A1C and my fasting insulin levels?" This script is powerful. You're using clinical language, you're asking for the root cause instead of a quick fix, and you're requesting the right tests. An A1C test shows your 3-month blood sugar average, which is far more revealing than a single fasting glucose number. This single conversation can change your entire health trajectory. It takes courage, but it's the most powerful action you can take. While you wait for that appointment, your work can begin. There are immediate steps you can take to improve your body's handling of blood sugar. The first is to move your body after you eat. A simple 15-minute walk after your largest meal has a profound effect. Your muscles are like sponges for glucose. Walking makes them soak up sugar from your bloodstream for fuel, without needing much insulin. This blunts the big sugar spike from the meal and reduces the sandpaper effect on your arteries. Finish your meal, put on your shoes, and walk around the block. It's a simple habit with a massive return on investment. The second action is to rethink the order of your food.
This isn't a diet, it's a strategy. Remember this rule: fiber first. Before you eat carbohydrates like bread or potatoes, start your meal with a salad or some non-starchy vegetables like broccoli or green beans. Fiber acts like a net in your stomach, slowing down the absorption of the sugars that follow. Instead of a rapid high spike in blood sugar, you get a much gentler rolling hill. This simple sequence helps control blood sugar, keeps you feeling full, and supports a healthy gut. It's a small change that yields huge metabolic benefits over time. But what about other factors? It's fair to ask, couldn't it just be my age or low testosterone? They certainly can play a role. However, low testosterone and insulin resistance are often linked. Men with type 2 diabetes are much more likely to have low testosterone. Improving your metabolic health with diet and exercise actually helps support healthier hormone levels. So even if hormones are part of the picture, addressing blood sugar is still a winning strategy. They are interconnected pieces of the same puzzle. Another common thought is, my doctor checks my blood sugar every year and says it's fine. This is where you must be your own advocate. A standard fasting glucose test is just a snapshot. It doesn't show what happens after you eat a meal, which is where the real damage occurs. You can have normal fasting glucose for years while battling damaging sugar spikes all day long. This is why asking for that hemoglobin A1C test is non-negotiable. It reveals the whole story, not just a single moment. Never be afraid to ask for a more comprehensive test. You have a right to understand your own health data. Let's bring it all together. This deeply personal issue is not a failure. It is a critical piece of health data. It is your body's check engine light, warning you that the delicate plumbing and wiring of your body are under assault from high blood sugar. It's the canary in the coal mine for your heart. Understanding this lets you flip the script from shame to action. You can now have a confident conversation with your doctor. You can start today with a simple walk after dinner. The power is in your hands. Take this sign seriously. Do not dismiss it. Use it as the ultimate motivation to take control of your health. Schedule that doctor's appointment. See this not as a problem, but as an opportunity to build a stronger, healthier, and more vital future. This is about your whole life. Your health is your greatest asset. Now, go out there and own it.